If you're thinking of moving to Australia, you have to understand the Australian tax system is extremely complex and rates of tax are considered high on an international basis. If you couple this with the fact that Australia taxes the worldwide income of residents, you can see why it is crucial for you to pre-plan your taxation affairs as part of your migration process. The good news is that with sensible planning and by maximising your time before relocation, the impact of taxation can be significantly reduced. Australia has an unfair reputation as a high-tax country. However, in recent years, there has been significant improvements in the tax rates, thresholds and retirement income policies regarding taxation. This makes it even more attractive for intended migrants than ever before. However, for many it will still be a major culture shock and it is essential to understand and plan appropriately to achieve the best results on your taxation affairs. We hope this quick guide helps you start the process, but we remind you that it is essential to seek professional advice. No matter how simple or complicated you consider your situation, as our laws are complicated, even if they are fair and reasonable. If you're thinking of moving to Australia, you should seriously consider doing the following before your arrival. Gradually move your capital over to Australia whilst you're still overseas. Acquire property investment which can provide significant tax benefits through sensible levels of borrowing. Such an investment property can create an annual tax loss which you can accumulate whilst overseas and use to offset your future taxable income when you eventually move to Australia. Maximise your savings potential from your income whilst overseas. That will allow you to have minimal or no debt on your future residence when you acquire it in Australia. If you have made the decision to move to Australia, you should do the following issues on arrival. Conduct a formal valuation of all investment assets to establish the market value on entry. Any future profits above this valuation will be taxable for you. Ensure that you pay cash or have minimum debt on all private assets, including your family residence. After settling in as a new migrant in Australia, the following tax issues will need to be considered. Whether to establish a superannuation fund that can provide lower tax on earnings as well as being a tax-efficient holding structure for your retirement income. Using corporate vehicles for investment income and to hold assets. Reducing borrowings on income-producing assets if they contribute to an income stream that you depend on for living needs. Tax on worldwide income from all sources and the avenues to manage this. If you've made the decision to migrate to Australia, don't wait too long to start planning. The longer you leave it, the less the benefits available to you. As an intended migrant, never be afraid of transferring cash into Australia. Capital transfers do not attract tax in Australia at all. Tax is only levied on earnings. We've been helping migrants successfully plan for their relocation to Australia since 1995. And we'd be pleased to help you as well.